Okay.
So are we ready to start back?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first up after the break, we have David McHarg, who is well known as a singer and a guitar maker, but today he's going to do a reading. So over to you, David. You're muted, David, and so am I.
Hi there, folks. I've got a right bad head cold and a real raw throat, hence the lot of water and the tea at the moment. So I really couldn't sing it, but I would like to just do a short reading from Emma Goldman, a massive inspiration that me always have been. And there's some passages you go back to that even in the early 1900s, they reverberate today, as in sometimes you have to just put your hand up and admit that sometimes the working class are their own worst enemies. And this short passage to me reminds me of that because it not only reminds me, it reverberates today exactly what happened then. So this is from Emma Goldman, an amazing woman. In politics, not but quantity counts in proportion to its increase. However, principles, ideas, justice and uprightness are completely swamped by the array of numbers. And the struggle for supremacy, the various political parties undo each other, and the trickery, deceit, cunning and shady mechanisms confided that the one who succeeds is sure to be the one hailed by the majority as the victor. That is the only God, success. As to what expense, what terrible cost to character is no moment. We have not far to go in the search for proof to verify this sad fact. Never before did the corruption, the complete rottenness of our government stand so fully exposed. Never before were the American people brought face to face with the dubious nature of that political body, which is claimed for years to be absolutely beyond reproach. As a mainstay of our institutions, the true protector of the rights and liberties of the people. Yet, when the crimes of that party become so brazen that even the blind could see them, it needed but to muster up its minions and its supremacy was assured. Thus the very victims, duped, betrayed, outraged 100 times, deceived, not against, but in favour of the victor. Sorry, I'll read that again. Decided, not against, but in favour of the victor. Bewildered, the few asked how could the majority betray the traditions of American liberty, Britain, Europe, anywhere. Where was its judgment, its reasoning capacity? That is just it. The majority cannot reason. It has no judgment. Lacking utterly in the originality and moral courage, the majority has always placed its destiny in the hands of others. Incapable of standing responsibilities, it has followed its leaders even unto destruction. Dr. Stockman was right. The most dangerous enemies of the truth and justice in our midst are the compact majorities, the damned compact majorities, without ambition or initiative. The compact mass hates nothing so much as innovation. It has always been opposed, condemned, and hounded the innovator, the pioneer of a new truth. Thank you.
Thank you, David. So, thank you very much. And we're next on to another PJ, who's another spoken word contribution, I believe.
Hello.
Hey, PJ.
Hi, yes. Good to see everybody. Great, absolutely amazing performances so far. I've loved everything. I don't usually like being that guy who talks loads about a poem before he reads it. But it's just a funny coincidence. The title of this poem is The Social Significance of the Modern Drama, which is the title of an essay in that book, I think, that David was just reading from. So, you borrow from the greats, don't you? But I write mostly for TV now, which is a crushing, soulless business. But back in the day, I used to write poems when I was deeply unhappy. And this is one of two I had published in this collection that the Art Council here in Northern Ireland put out. So without further ado, the social significance of the modern drama. They closed down CBGB's and the Hammersmith Palais. We never would have went there anyway. We never saw the Pistols, Patti Smith or the Ramones. We could have had a riot of our own. We could have been explosive in 1968, but baby, we were both just born way too late. It would have been just perfect to have met you there, right in the thick of it at Grosvenor Square. They could lock us up together at Guantanamo Bay. I still don't think I would know what to say. But if I had to stare at the walls or just stare at you, then I guess I know which one I would choose. We should be out on the streets or fighting Big Brother, but we don't even know what to do with each other. We shared our ideals and our drugs and our beds, but not what was going on inside of our heads. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, PJ. A bit of a change now. Fergus, I believe you have a song for us.
Okay, thank you. I didn't intend to sing, or didn't know you could sing, but I was inspired by what I've heard so far. So I thought I'd just give a go at one. Morgan mentioned earlier on among the problems we have on this island are problems that the church have bestowed on us. And there's been a number of reports come out recently which have revealed what's been happening since the foundation of the state, basically, since the 1920s, with reports on industrial schools where kids were brought in, orphan kids mostly were brought in, or kids who were deemed to be bad kids were brought in and forced to work. Mother and children homes where women were put in, if there were unmarried mothers were put in, and most times their children were taken from them, their kids were taken from them and given to other people, and the parents then spent their life searching for their kids and so on, and the Magdalene laundries and the whole series of them. So this sort of inspired me or annoyed me so much that I wrote this song, and also dealing with just the tradition of oppression of women by the church and by the state, and gay people and the whole works. And in the tradition of Joe Hill, I wrote it to the tune of a hymn. The day has dawned when we with righteous anger consider all the wounds your deeds have made. We see the tears, the young lives torn asunder, the brutal power so callously displayed. Then sing our hearts and hate and bigotry. How great is love, how great is love. We'll build a world with love and dignity. How great is love, how great is love. And when I see, with cruelty not sparing, the children died, I scarce can take it in. From mothers torn, a lifelong burden sharing, lives bereft because you call love sin. Then sing our hearts and hate and bigotry. How great is love, how great is love. We'll build a world with love and dignity. How great is love, how great is love. We sing of love, you shout abomination. We sing of love, you vilified and damned, burned at the stake in cruel conflagration. the love you gassed in concentration camps. Then sing our hearts and hate and bigotry. How great our love, how great our love. We'll build a world with love and dignity. How great our love, how great our love. Now is the time to come out from the darkness, to make the chains, to end the lonely night, and show our love resplendent in its beauty. Take its place in glory in the light. Then sing our hearts and hate and bigotry. How great is love, how great our love. We'll build a world with love and dignity. How great our love, how great our love. How proud we'll stand when shouts of acclamation welcome us home. What joy will fill our hearts. To every nation, every generation, we here proclaim our love, how great thou art. Then sing our hearts and hate and bigotry. How great our love, how great our love. We'll build a world with love and dignity. How great our love, how great thou art. How great our love, how great thou art. Sinead.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful, Fergus.
Yeah.
Margaret.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have Ziggy Sawdust with a song, I believe.
Yeah. Am I unmuted, Nick? Can you hear me there?
Yes, we can hear you, Ziggy.
That's again. So I'm going to sing. I'm going to do a Mark McGinn song. We'll have a Mayday then. I think he wrote it for us all to sing it on Mayday. It's always a good day to sing a Mark McGinn song, isn't it? So, and he wrote this for somebody to sing on Mayday, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay. Yeah, bum 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 bum. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my, we'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my, we'll have a Mayday then. I have friends in London town, the finest ever seen. I have some in Swansea and I've some in Aberdeen. We're all feisty, good and true. What we're gonna do? Gonna fight this fight right through. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. Back in 45 March from Barrack Room and Mill. Then they would make a change, for they have had their fill. For kitchen sink and coal clean, everything in night and day. Going to fight this fight right through. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. Our figures fought this fight before, we thought that they had won. Should have seen the Boston Green and let mine get round. The kitchen sink and coaly cane, everything in man and day. Shortly we'll be doing the same. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. They're never ever satisfied, the millions they have made. They still think that you and I are greatly overpaid. Well, nothing that they wouldn't steal, and even got your kids a meal. Very soon we'll hear them squeal. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. Join jubilation and the big boss band will be here as we march on in triumph to the future with a cheer. But as we greet the newborn day, the hands will be a mountain to play. And for the socks up run their way, we'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. We'll have a Mayday, my oh my. We'll have a Mayday then. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you, Ziggy. That was brilliant. And very topical for today.
I like that. Thanks for letting me have a wee shot. Okay.
It's great for more people to contribute. If anyone's been inspired and that they'd like to sing a song or read a poem, then if you message Morgan and you can be slotted in at the end,